name's Tim Meyer. I work for Belden Tri-State Building Materials as an architectural sales rep. We work with over 40 different manufacturers, domestic and internationally. The project we're talking about today is 515 West 18th Street, the Lantern House. This was a project that we started working with Thomas Heatherwick's office in London. We sent them a lot of samples in regards to their color scheme that they wanted to use. And then ultimately it was refined with the ownership related properties. They came down to the plant. They worked with Taylor Clay, which is one of our manufacturers that we distribute here in New York City. Taylor Clay is a boutique manufacturer that will come alongside you, custom make brick if needed, put blends together, textures, coatings, sizes, and they are a large company, a large enough company that they can handle large projects, but small enough that they're just a phone call away. You can talk to the owner and go through any conditions or situations that you want to go through and blend and put materials together.
Hi, my name is Joe Molina, JEM Contracting. This is my partner, Jose Molina, and brother. We are a family organization in New York City. This year is going to be our 18th year in business, and we have had the opportunity to work in great buildings in partnership with Belden Tri-State and also Body Concepts International.
We have been rebuilding the west side of New York City, which has been a really exciting part of the company.
They gave us the great opportunity to work on this project, which is marks our first largest, approximately 100,000 square foot building of brick supplied by Belden Tri-State. This project, it's very unique on its own in the entire New York City. It has rounded corners, barrel type windows. It's the architect put a lot of emphasis into these details. One of the exciting things that made everybody impressed is how the brick was manufactured.
So Belden Tri-State, as we have a lot of manufacturers that we rep, and we also have a lot of relationships that we build with our architects and our developers, our owners, knowing what they were looking for, knowing what they wanted, we put together the owner, the developer, and the architect with Taylor Clay to custom make this certain blend for this particular project, knowing that they can not only hit the color ranges, but also make and manufacture all the shapes that are needed.
In this day and age where everything is manufactured in industry form, this is still a factory that hand makes a lot of 30% of this blend was still handmade. We were able to see how somebody personally put their touch into this product. So it became a unique factor into this building. As it is the building itself, it's a very unique building. I think there's nothing compared in the entire New York City, and I can strongly say it's very unique around the world itself.
In working with the architect and the owner, going through the plans, we can see that there's a lot of shapes that are involved in the project, and we can kind of steer them toward a manufacturer that can handle the shapes, just like we did with this project with Taylor. There are cove bases, radial shapes within this blend of colors, this gray. So it's very unique to blend all these things together between the manufacturer and the ownership and the architect.
I think we experienced multiple challenges during construction. One of the major challenges was working next to the Highland, which is a very high profile area in New York City these days. Seeing the pedestrians, not being able to stop the pedestrians, being very careful. The logistics that Belden Tri-State put together was exquisite. I mean, we were never short. There was always a surplus of material, and they even moved other deliveries to keep the project moving.
Being there when we needed them. Every time that we will need him, he will come over to the project, make a special report that the client needed, in order for us to get paid or in order for us to complete our part. And I think that's what Belden stands out.
It's very hard to move, I think it was something like 700,000 or 800,000 bricks into New York City, into a prime area of New York City these days. So I think Belden Tri-State did an excellent job.